You're a successful woman, but you can't ignore that nagging feeling that life is just passing you by. That's not a character flaw. It's actually a signal, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why it's there and what it's trying to tell you. For years, I was constantly chasing the next thing. A better job, a better neighborhood, a better location, a better group of friends. There was always something else that I thought would be better. What was actually going on is that I just never could feel content. And eventually that started to really kind of scare me. What is wrong with me that I've created this beautiful life? I have everything that I would think that I wanted, and yet there still feels like there's something missing. And I started to feel like maybe I'm wasting my life. And that is not a great feeling like you're never going to be happy no matter what you achieve. But the thing is, this is not some irrational fear. This is actually a signal. It's good news. It means you're finally connecting with your deeper wisdom, that there is some misalignment, and it's time to take a look at what that actually means. The thing is, up until now, you were probably suppressing it in some way. Or maybe you were letting it spiral you out of control, thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to be happy, or really trying to overachieve to try to make up for it, and you're exhausted. So either scenario is not good. We want to pause and we want to take a look at what this is actually trying to tell us. So before you were 7 years old, you took on a blueprint for what success is supposed to look like in your life. You have been making decisions based on that blueprint ever since you were young. And it worked for a while. The problem is your desires now, as you get older, are really starting to conflict with that blueprint. Your desires have outgrown it or grown beyond it. And now there's a gap between what this blueprint was creating as far as what success means for you and what it is that as a grown adult you truly want, what you've always wanted. I call it the belief-desire mismatch because what we do our entire lives is built on our belief system of what we think we're supposed to do, of what we think is possible, of what is right, what's expected, what makes sense. But deep inside, there's something else that you really want that isn't happening. That's what this feeling of maybe I'm wasting my life away or feel like it's just passing me by, that's what that's trying to signal. It's not that there's something wrong with you. It's not that you've wasted your life. It's that it's time to take a look because we keep going through the motions until we have some deep emotion that makes a shift. And a fear about wasting your life is a pretty specific and powerful emotion. So if you're even considering, oh my God, maybe I'm wasting my life, if there's even a fleeting thought that you're wasting your life or life is passing you by, it's time to go deeper and find out exactly what that signal is trying to tell you. Up until now, your life has been created based on old belief systems. And all of the things that you do, 90 to 95% of the things you do on a daily basis are happening automatically. So in this moment, you might think, oh, I have a great life. I know that I should be happy, right? That's your conscious awareness. But what's running the show is things from your past, beliefs that you have. And that's actually in conflict with what you truly want. So there's this gap between what this blueprint has programmed you to go after and create versus what you actually want. So what we need to do is get more and more clear about what the subconscious belief system is so we can see why we make decisions that we make and then get really honest with ourselves of, okay, if we could have or do anything, what would it be? What would we change in our lives if we believed that we literally could do anything? If we had a magic wand, what would we change? That will start to reveal what you actually want. So the reason why this starts to get really loud and clear when we're 40 or older is because we've reached a lot of milestones, right? We've accomplished a lot by now. And the thing is, we start to notice that no matter what we achieve, it's still not filling that void the way that we want it to. It doesn't feel like a satisfaction or a sense of pride that we truly want for ourselves. It doesn't bring us the joy that we really thought it would. And after 4 decades of this, we start to really wonder, okay, what's going on here? We really start feeling this disconnect or this misalignment. So it's not that you are wasting your life, it's that you have a long life to live ahead of you, and how do you want to approach it differently? So the good news is that this fear of wasting your life is not that something is wrong with you. It is a message from your deeper self, your deep inner wisdom, telling you, you know what, it's time to change our approach in some way. For me, I really wanted to move away from Michigan. That was one of the things. The other thing for me was I just wanted to be myself. I felt very self-conscious and I lacked a lot of confidence of being my true self. Like I had to put on a mask, I had to be perfect. I never felt like I could just show people who I was. But that wasn't actually true because the people who loved me most knew me the best. And I had this false idea that I couldn't be that way around everyone else in the world. So what is it that you're not allowing in your life? What is it that you really want, but you've been telling yourself your whole life that it's not possible or it's not realistic or that doesn't really work for someone like me? So instead of feeling bad about why you're not happier or more content or why am I not more grateful, change the question you're asking. What is this trying to show me? What is this signaling for me? What is a real change I want in my life? Not another achievement to fill the void, but what would actually fill the void? What do you need from yourself that you're trying to get from outward external achievements? How do you want to feel differently in your day-to-day life? Who do you want to surround yourself by? What kind of energy? What kind of people? What kind of environment? What kind of thoughts do you want to have? And how do you want to feel? Instead of just all these things that you're supposed to be doing. So, to summarize, if you let go of this idea that you're afraid that you're wasting your life away, what is this fear actually telling you? What is the signal? Go deep. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? How do I want to spend the rest of my life? Right? We're in midlife. How do I want to spend the rest of my life? If this resonates, please share below. I can't wait to connect with you. And don't forget to subscribe because every week I'm creating more videos to help you shift from a life that feels like, is this it? To a life that you fucking love. See you soon. Bye.